everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer, one that Matt sent us from Minnesota. This is Surly Brewing's Overrated, and that is their West Coast style IPA, guys. It says here, it's been said it's easier to brew an extremely hoppy beer than an extremely balanced beer. And you know us, we're always looking for the easy way out, so we jumped on the West Coast IPA bandwagon and brewed this dry and hoppy ale. Surly's a little bit of a one-trick pony. They just brew gimmick beers, and maybe we are overrated, but at the end of the day, it's just a beer. If you like it, great. So do we. If you only liked us when we were small, leave this one on the shelf and let the fanboys grab it. Got the date on the bottom of the can here, guys. Canned on 04/02/13. So, not very old at all. A couple of weeks. And this one came from Minnesota. Matt, thanks for sending this down to me. One of my favorite type of beers. I love the IPAs. I like the West Coast style because I'm on the East Coast. So, very tasty style of beer that I do enjoy. Guys, without flapping my gums anymore, American IPA 7.30 is what it has here on Right Beer, and it doesn't have it here on the other. So, that's what we're going to go with because it doesn't have it on the can here, what the ABV is. I'm pretty sure I looked when I got it. I didn't see it. So, with that being said, the food pairing for this cuisine is the curried Thai cheeses on the peppery, pepper jack, Monterey, sharp, blue, your more pungent cheeses, gorgonzola, Limburger, stronger dishes. The meat for this is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. Grilled meat, I mean all your burgers, chops, and all that kind of stuff. Your stronger, tastier dishes go well with the IPAs. Glassware is a pint, Becker the Stein, a mug, tumbler, side down, about anything you want to pour it in something. And this is a big one too, it's a 16 ouncer. So I don't recommend this beer to be cellared. I like it fresh. Some of the subs like to cellar some of these IPAs. I am not in that fan club, guys. So without further ado, we're going to put it in the glass. Alright, it all went in there. Guys, it looks gorgeous in the glass. I'm getting some aroma that far away already. Over to the light, it is a very amber tangerine color. Very, not to the golden lager style, but a little darker, very light. You can see right through it's a very clear beer. And not super carbonated, but there are some bubbles streaming up. Poured us a nice finger of head there on the top. Apparently most of it small bubbles there, guys. Let's get a nose on it. Man, it's got a wonderful aroma. It's not overpowering, but it does smell wonderful. Grapefruit, pine, citrusy, floral, maybe just a little tropical fruit, mango, maybe some pears and apples thrown in there. And I can smell the hop resin in there. Because I've been working down on my hop side today. I went down there and tightened strings and make sure everything was climbing the strings the way it's supposed to. Everything's looking real good. Oh wow, it smells delicious. Thank you, Matt. Cheers, everybody. Let's see what this is about. I know I'm going to like it. Oh yeah. A nice bitter. Now it's not super sweet. I don't have the IBUs on this. Let's see if it's on here. No, I don't have it on there either. So I'd say it's pretty high. I'd say it's at least in the 70s, I would think. Tasty. I don't think it's quite up to some of the other Surly beers that I've had, but he sent me. It's tasty, don't get me wrong, but I think the Abrasive and some of the others were very tasty. Furious and Abrasive were awesome beers. This to me, this is a little on the simpler side. Not as far into the West Coast style as I was hoping. So guys, it's right out of the fridge. Wanted to have taste it and come back and do the final chug on this one. See if I believe it's a beer. I don't know if it's going to be a 10. We'll make that decision shortly. Stick around. Alright guys, I'm back. This beer is okay. I mean, it's definitely not blowing my hair back or my socks off or anything. So it's decent. I mean, it doesn't have the West Coast pungent style that I was expecting. When I first opened the can, I got a good aroma of it, and then basically it's fizzled out. So I think overrated, maybe overrated. Final chug. Yeah, it's definitely overrated. Guys, this beer is just barely. It's a decent beer. Don't get me wrong. But once it's warmed up, it has a strong malt biscuity taste to me, along with the bitterness of the hops. So not as pleasant as most West Coast style. I mean, there are a lot better West Coast style, and I hate to say that because most of the Surly stuff has been pretty impressive. And I'll say this is an A beer, but it's just barely into the A's as far as I'm concerned. And that's what I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it an 8, which is an A minus. If you're looking for the West Coast style, there's definitely better West Coast style than this. So that being said, Gregsbeer has 94 overall and 89 in the style, and I'm down with that. 89 in the style. It's just not a West Coast style beer to me either. So we'll see. As it warmed up, the aroma definitely faded. The grapefruity, piney, all the West Coast attributes were they were nil. I mean, they just faded and went out the window. So I wasn't super impressed. So Beer Addict comes up with 93, which is in their exceptional range. So there are some people there that are pretty excited about this beer. So I'm not one of them. Glad Matt just sent me one of these. So I would much rather have a Furious or the other Abrasive. I think both of the other beers were better than this one. So guys, if you've had this one, give me some comments on this. Don't think it lives up to the hype. Think it is definitely overrated. So that being said, hit the like button, rate, comment, subscribe. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.